What's up, y'all? It's your girl, J. Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we got a brother on the phone by the name of Jarreau. He's currently behind a G-wall. We're going to chop it up with him, see what's good with him, see what he got to tell us, what he got to say, what's on his mind. All right, what's up? Hello, bro, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, how you doing?
I'm good for the most part. I'm here.
All right, I appreciate
How
you.
you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you for sitting with me and my listeners, So let's jump right into it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. I'm from the city. And I've been down now since I was 19. So, yeah, they got about 22 out of me so far.
SCI, Phoenix State Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
You say you've been down
so
for
they got
20?
about 20, going on 22.
Okay.
June will be 22 years.
All right, so let me ask you this. This is something I ask, everyone that I speak with. How have you, how's your time been? Like, how have you stayed motivated every day, to keep pushing forward?
I guess I just got this mind frame of I ain't supposed to be here.
Right.
I ain't supposed to be here. This ain't who I'm supposed to be. This was never who I was supposed to be. So I'm not going to allow them to box me into that. And I'm going to get back to what I'm trying to be, or what I want to be, and everybody I love. So I don't give a fuck what's going on, what they trying to do to me mentally to get me to accept this shit. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, I've been, it's a proven fact that the things that they doing there is definitely try to break a person down on purpose. You know what I mean? So, I definitely can appreciate your strength through that. Have you ever found yourself in any type of mentorship position? Like, do you ever mentor to the younger cats coming in?
Yeah, I think sometimes in the beginning, you watching the people that you think is the people that you should follow, or people that's exhibiting the type of strength that you think you need. But as you get older, and it happened to me fast, but as you get older, you start to realize that people start to look at you without you realizing it. Mm-hmm. And it first started from, I guess for me, it first started from just continuing to carry myself a certain way.
SCI, Phoenix State Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
It wasn't really through words. It was through me continue to carry myself a certain way and continue to make sure that I was who I was supposed to be. That led to later on down the line, me learning things and me wanting to make sure that the people that I knew would follow me, or that was under me in that type of way and was connecting themselves to me, mm-hmm. that this shit could break.
Right. It
led to me teaching them or trying to give them stuff that I was learning or had been passed on to me. So I guess that's how that process took place.
Yeah, I appreciate you for doing that. You know what I mean? That's some real shit. So I know you're currently in the Philadelphia Department of Corrections, but before then, where were you?
I started off at Gander Hill, okay. And then eventually I just left Smyrna and prison down in Delaware.
Okay, I've heard a lot when it comes to these prison systems. I hear a lot about a lot of them, but I've heard a lot about the ones specifically in Delaware too, as far as like how Smyrna is horrible. I know I've heard that there's a lot of white supremacy there, that they treat the those that are incarcerated there pretty much like they just animals. Was that something that you experienced as well?
I experienced my experience was, we gonna break you, we gonna lock you down. If you got any any type of level of thinking that you somebody or any type of strength in you, we gonna lock you down until you obedient. I did pretty much my first 15 years locked down because they just, whether I physically did something, verbally did something, or I just wasn't expressing myself or carrying myself as seeing them as superior or me as inferior, then that's what they held on to. And just from that alone, I was going to be held down and locked down.
That's crazy.
That's their mind frame.
Right. Like we are going to break you. Right.
If you don't accept it, they're going to continue to hold it on you until you accept that you less than.
Did you find that there was any type of retaliation for those that try to reach out, like through grievances and things like that?
Yeah. Grievances, speaking, any type of pushback. If you gave any type of resistance, then whether it was constantly going in your cell, whether it was restricting your phone privileges to your family or blocking people that's on your visiting list from not being able to come in, from constantly finding little bullshit to put you in a hole for, so that if they know you got visitation, because they know if they can't break you, the easiest thing to do, they feel as though that they can't break you because of your family structure, right, or your support system. So if they can separate you from your support system, then that's the easiest way that they feel they could break you. So they know you got visits coming. They'll cut your visit. It just be all. Your family member could be a minute behind, or whatever the case may be, or they try to strip your family member out extra crazy just because you chose to put in grievances or you chose to speak out about something.
Right. It's modern day slavery. That's what it sounds like to me. That's outrageous. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and the other brothers that do. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's something I've heard about the facility there, definitely in Smyrna, but across the nation. You know what I mean? It's like they don't have anybody to check their hands, so they go outrageous with it, you know? And some of these people that have these jobs are actually real sadists that get off on that type of stuff, you know? So hopefully we can bring some light to these things. What you was going to say?
I think something else, like even for our people, we find ourselves in a situation like those that work, either those that work or some of those that's in the streets that might look at our situation, end up subconsciously adapting to the way that they think. So I done seen COs come in from our environments, and then had conversations with them where it was like, damn, bro, until me and you sat down and really started talking about real shit, I didn't even realize that I had lost myself in some of this shit. And I started to look at y'all a certain way. Like that mental colonization thing, that whole way of breaking somebody down, even if they think they free.
Yeah.
That shit is heavy.
Yeah, it is. It's heavy and it's deep. And it's a lot of people ain't trying to dig through it or pick it up, you know? That's definitely something we can build on another time and put out into the atmosphere. So I want to talk to you more about Smyrna. So I know that there was an uprising that happened there. Were you there at that facility when that happened?
Yeah, I was there, and I was in the building when it happened, the exact building where it took place.
Okay. So, like, the days leading up to it, was there anything particularly extra going on, or was it, the same, just break you mentality, inhumane treatment and stuff like that? Like, what was going on? What was the rhythm?
I mean, it was an energy in the air. It was a energy in the air of, you could tell people was tired of certain stuff. It was a couple protests before then. People trying to push back against certain things in a, I guess you could say, in a peaceful way or whatever, in a obedient way. Like, we gonna stand up. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. Why aren't y'all giving us showers? Why aren't y'all allowing us this? Why aren't y'all allowing us access to our family? Why aren't y'all classifying us out to population so we can have more access to things that we supposed to and be able to better ourselves. It was a lot of pushback towards that and protest towards that leading up to it. And then, the bomb just went off. Like, people got tired of shit.
Yeah, it's I was looking at this article the other day of an officer that stepped in and pulled another officer off of somebody that was handcuffed in the back of the vehicle, and then he started to choke her, right? And it made me think, like, who is supposed to check the police? They don't want the citizens to do it if you're a police officer, because they don't even know if they're going to charge him for anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who is it supposed to continue to go? It's like, oh, just don't look at it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense. It's almost insane, I think, to think that something can keep happening or something's going on and nobody's supposed to do anything. It don't even make sense. It lacks self-preservation.
It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense that from the very beginning, somehow, all these structures are forced to make us believe that you don't have the right. Like, you literally don't have the right. Like, somebody's superior to you. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you mean? Somebody's superior to me, so that means that because this person has this uniform on, that they can literally do whatever they want to somebody of mine, and the only resistance that I could put up is to ask his superiors or ask his people.
You have 1 minute left.
That shit don't even make sense. Like, you can't fight back. You can't help your people in any type of physical way. You just gotta sit there and allow that to happen to them or to you, and then go to them and ask them for help. That shit don't make sense. Who are you to me?
That part.